This was worse than giving birth. My wisdom teeth, it had never caused me any trouble. Fast forward to like a month and a half ago, I started to feel pain on my left bottom side, and I thought it was my wisdom tooth, but I had a similar feeling in the past, which just ended up going away. One day I woke up with pressure on my left temple. At this point, I was gonna make an appointment with a dentist. I woke up with excruciating pain. Could not talk. It was extremely painful to chew, eat. It was probably worse than labor. And I have 2 kids. Pain was so bad that I ended up going to the ER. The only way that I could sleep was if my bed was elevated. Also had to have one of those travel neck pillows because I couldn't sleep on my right or my left side. It was really bad at this point. So I go to the ER. They did a CAT scan. I had a infection on my left side. This right here was swollen on the inside, like I could feel it. Very sensitive. My left side of my neck was hurting. Temple, my jaw, and this area. So they actually put me on antibiotics. It still didn't do anything for like 2 more days. I ended up finding a dentist. He actually wanted to see me immediately. Did x-rays. He said, you need to get your wisdom teeth taken out because you have an infection behind one of your wisdom tooth, the skin behind my wisdom tooth. I need to get it taken out, and might as well get all of my 4 wisdom teeth taken out so that this doesn't happen again. This whole time I couldn't sleep. I actually got a little bit depressed because the pain was so bad and it was non-stop. It took a huge toll in my mental health within like a week of me, trying to figure it out, what we're gonna do, the process, and the waiting. My husband actually ended up calling this oral surgery. He could actually see me 2 more days, and I was really nervous. They were gonna put me to sleep, and I just get so nervous. But at that point, I was so over the pain. I was willing to do literally anything. She tells me that they were gonna have to break my bottom wisdom teeth in 4 pieces so they can remove them, and then the ones at the top, they were just gonna pull them. So they like prep you. I could see my blood pressure on the screen and how fast my heart was going, and every time that I would think about it, I would get anxious, and they were like, calm down. Sometimes the oral surgeon does not want to work on patients that feel a little nervous, or they might just want to give you something, and I hate when they try to give you something to relax. I was able to calm down, and then the doctor comes in, or the oral surgeon. He said his specialty is to make sure that his patients have the easiest, most comfortable recovery after. It's the part where he's like, do you have any questions? And I'm like, no. And that's all I remember. The next thing I remember, I was walking into my car. My husband was in the car. 30 minutes later, I actually went with my husband. We walked around the pharmacy. I was feeling fine at that point. I was just feeling sore, and there was no swelling the next day. There was like no crazy pain. I did not have to take any pain meds. Only thing I took was the antibiotics. And yeah, my experience afterwards was actually pretty easy. I did get something that a lot of people are so scared to get, a dry socket on the same side that I had the infection. I don't know why, but every time that I would get like this crazy sensitivity, my heart was beating a little bit faster than usual. So I called the office, and they told me, like, that's not normal, come in today. They checked me, and they were like, you actually have a dry socket, but it's gonna be super easy to fix. We're gonna put like this, a tiny like piece. It has medicine. It's gonna burn, but it's gonna make you feel better. Oh, it burns. It burned everything that it touched. My tongue, my lips, my gums. That was probably the most painful thing, just the medicine. And while they were like putting it in there, I thought that was gonna be painful because, it's like the opening. No, that didn't hurt at all. It felt like heaven. The sensitivity went away. I was fine, literally, like immediately. I was gonna have to come in 4 days after to repeat the same process. When I went in, that area healed faster. I had a smooth recovery. However, because of the dry socket, I had to take antibiotics again for 2 more weeks, and those antibiotics were stronger than all of the ones I've taken before. Since this whole thing started, I lost 10 pounds. Now I am a month after my surgery. I am still having to clean like the areas where there's like an opening. This is what I use, and that's it. I am completely like back to normal. So if you're having your wisdom teeth taken out, I hope that you have the easiest experience like I did.